TV good? Need a quick second? Okay. Coach, the Aces have secured the #1 seed. Still need to figure out who we're going to play, either New York or Phoenix. Opening statement.
Obviously a little bit of a shootout there. Both teams putting up a lot of threes, hitting a lot of threes. I thought our girls down the stretch though were able to get stops when we needed to, a couple big blocks. We just buckled down when we needed it. Obviously Jewel got away from us a little bit, but for the most part, we did a decent job on everybody else. So that team's playing as well as anybody. They're a scary team. So many weapons. They've been together a long time. So they're a handful offensively. But I thought Jackie, she's been feeling under the weather. Her minutes in the third really kind of got us going defensively, made some things happen. Even though she didn't score a lot of points, I thought she was really valuable down there in that stretch. And like I said, got some stops when we needed to, created some turnovers. And then Chelsea was on the same planet as Jewel. So when they come back to Earth, I'll let you guys know.
So in case you guys missed announcements, for 33 for Chelsea Gray, and then record for attendance for us 10,015.
Hey, Becky, congrats on the win. Speaking on that record, 10,000 person crowd, did you guys feel that kind of energy out there? I know it's playoff atmosphere for sure, but to see your home crowd look like that, what did that kind of feel like?
Well, yeah, it was loud. I mean, it definitely plays a part in the energy. The girls feel it. As a player, you can feel it. So, and we want them to come back. Now we're just getting into the money part, right? We took care of regular season, but we ain't come here to win the regular season. We want to win in the playoffs. And we've positioned ourselves to be able to do that. And having home court with the fans like that will definitely be advantageous for us for sure.
Asia got to square up against Brianna one more time before the end of the season. Obviously, the two MVP front runners. How did you think she played, and especially getting that head-to-head comparison right before the end of the season? How important is that?
I mean, I think Asia's been exceptional all year. The defensive piece of it, she's just been an anchor for us there. And block down the stretch, I think that was the big play. It was a huge play, and then gets a steal. Making those kind of plays at the end of the game, in my opinion, I mean, along with our whole team putting together a great regular season. I think you guys know where my vote will be going.
With Dearica out, you've been able to kind of play around with some pieces of your bench these past couple games. Is there an update on Dearica first?
The same 2 to 4 weeks. It'll be tough. It'll be tough for her to get back, honestly. Just the way the season is, the grind, and then to come in at the level that she will have to come in and perform at. So she's a long-term piece for us, so we'll be pretty conservative with her. But at the end of the day, I always tell them they just got to communicate with me, and I'll work with them, help them in any way I can. But it's really about her just healing up right now.
Final question for me. Brianna Williams came off the bench and immediately hit a 3. What do you need from her to go down the playoff stretch?
I need her to be exactly who she is. Microwave scorer, play great defense. She's about as easy to coach as anybody I've ever seen. So super low maintenance and just wants to win. Will do anything to help us win. So obviously I want her to come in and hit shots. She has the ultimate green light. I told her I need her to be, that spark plug off the bench. And the scoring threat really coming off the bench. So she played well. She's been playing well, actually. I thought defensively the other night she was exceptional too. So she's a big piece for us.
Becky, the third quarter, last 2 minutes, you guys go on the 12-0 run, capped off by the Chelsea Gray buzzer beating 3. The crowd erupts. I mean, how much did that completely throw the momentum of the whole game in a complete 180 and give you guys sort of the run to push that fourth quarter?
Well, like I said, I mean, that team is playing as well as anybody. I mean, they played Chicago the other night and the score was similar. I mean, they're just playing lights out offensively. So those runs, you know, are the difference between winning and losing. You know, I took an early timeout too, because I didn't like what I was seeing, a couple early turnovers, just a step or two late defensively. You can't take any possession off against that team, offensively or defensively. They make you work for everything.
Becky, can you talk about just the switch, the flip you've seen from your team, just down the stretch, closing out strong, 4 straight wins, beating Seattle twice, just the flip you've seen, Chelsea Gray with a career high 33 points tonight. What are you seeing from your squad right now?
Well, really, since the All-Star break, I think we've been playing very well. But the buy-in at the defensive end, understanding how to compete and compete for each other. You know, coming in, when I watched them play, you know, last year, they had people go rogue at times, you know, and you can't be a great team with people who are just going to try to do it themselves. And I think the buy-in factor has been that they've bought into each other, you know, even contractually. I'm like, you've literally made money investments in each other by taking less money so we could keep everybody together. So that trust factor just continues to grow. And once you get that, I think you can get something special. Because Vegas has always had talented pieces. It's the buy-in with each other that really they've committed to making each other great. You should be the person that everybody wants to play with because you're going to play the right way. But they've allowed me to hold them accountable too in all the ways. You know, Asia Wilson's on the tape. Anybody can be on the tape. If you don't want to play the right way, you're going to be on the tape. They don't like seeing themselves on the tape sometimes. So, but everybody is expected to make the next pass, and everybody will get enough. Because you got to have all 5 doing it.
We've got time for a couple more, as I mentioned, we have a season ticket holder event.
Becky, just to kind of follow on what I asked, how much more comfortable do you feel like your team is closing out games in crunch time? I know that was struggling with earlier. What would you attribute the improvement in crunch time to?
I think just continue to play the right way. Why would you play the right way for 38 minutes and then the last 2 minutes go rogue? So, and it's been different people at different times. You know, there's been times when we went to straight Jackie down, who's ever kind of cooking, Chelsea, like, and I think they kind of see it. It's not any one person. It can be any one of them on any given night. You know, tonight was Chelsea. You know, another night it might be Jackie or Asia. You know, but I think we're figuring out what it takes to win, and we got to win as a unit and as a group. And sometimes that means it is your night. Sometimes it's not your night. But your night will come.
Becky, a bit of an down game for one tonight. At one point when she came off the bench, you kind of put your hands on her face and said something. What did you say to her at those moments?
Well, she had 4 fouls. She never likes to come out of the game, and I needed her to not pick up a quick one, and just get her composed. Just 1-2 minutes. I'm like, you're not going over there long, so 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Give me 2 minutes. And I'll get you back in. Obviously, she's a huge piece to us, but I just wanted to calm her down for a minute, let her reset a little bit over there, and not get another quick one. She goes with 5. I mean, you don't want to play her because then you can't play the way you need to play down the stretch defensively because you're just handcuffed a little bit.
Thanks a lot, Coach. We'll let you go. We'll be back with Asia, Chelsea, and Kelsey. Asia, Chelsea, Kelsey. And I will not ignore you folks on the electric interweb. Start with you guys.